Happy New Year! We are beginning a new liturgical year. In the Church, the new year begins with the season of Advent that precedes and prepares for Christmas. It is a season of hope and of longing, of joyful expectation and of peaceful preparation. Many symbols and traditions are associated with Advent, especially the Advent wreath with its four colored candles, three purple and one pink, Advent calendars, special Advent music, food, processions, and other traditions that may vary from one culture or region to the next. For Catholics, the new liturgical year commences with the first Sunday of Advent. In this new liturgical year, the Church not only wishes to indicate the beginning of a period, but the beginning of a renewed commitment to the faithful, all those who follow Christ the Lord. This time of prayer and path of penance that is so powerful, rich and intense, endeavors to give us a renewed impetus to truly welcome the message of the one who was incarnated for us. In fact, the entire liturgy of the Advent season will spur us to an awakening in our Christian life and will put us in a vigilant disposition to wait for our Lord Jesus who is coming. Awaken. Remember that God comes. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today, now. The one true God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is not a God who is there in heaven, unconcerned with us and our history, but He is the God who comes. The season of Advent is therefore a season of vigilant waiting that prepares us to welcome the mystery of the Word incarnate, who will give the light to the womb of the Virgin Mary. Essentially, this time prepares us not only to welcome this great event, but to incarnate it in our lives. We could say that the true light enters the world through the immaculate womb of Mary, but it does not stay there. On the contrary, this light flows out into our dark, obscure, sinful lives to illuminate them, so that we can become the light that illuminates the world. For this reason, let us live this time of waiting not only to celebrate a historical memory, but to repeat this memory in our lives and in the service of others. To wait for the Lord who comes means to wait and to watch so that the word of love enters inside us and focuses us every day of our lives. As Blessed John Henry Newman reminded us in a homily for the Advent season, Advent is a time of waiting. It is a time of joy because the coming of Christ is not only a gift of grace and salvation, but it is also a time of commitment because it motivates us to live the present as a time of responsibility and vigilance. This vigilance means the necessity, the urgency, and an industrious living wait. To make all this happen, then we need to wake up, as we are warned by the Apostle to the Gentiles in the letter to the Romans. Besides this, you know what hour it is, how it is full time now for you to wake from sleep. For salvation is nearer to us now than when we first believed. We must start a journey to ascend to the mountain of the Lord, to be illuminated by His words of peace and to allow Him to indicate the path to tread. Moreover, we must change our conduct, abandoning the works of darkness and put on the armor of light, and so seek only to do God's work and to abandon the deeds of the flesh. Jesus, through the story in the parable, outlines the Christian lifestyle that must not be distracted and indifferent, but must be vigilant and recognize even the smallest sign of the Lord's coming, because we don't know the hour in which He will arrive. When and how long is Advent? For most Christians, the Advent season always begins 4 Sundays before Christmas, so it is rarely 4 full weeks long, between 3 and 4 weeks, depending on what weekday December 25 happens to be in a certain year. The first Sunday of Advent, which also marks the beginning of a new liturgical year for the Church, as mentioned earlier, could be as early as November 27 or as late as December 3rd. The third Sunday of Advent is traditionally called Gaudete Sunday, from Latin meaning rejoice, because the entrance antiphon of this Sunday Mass is taken from Paul's letter to the Philippians. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again I say, rejoice. The Lord is near. The fourth Sunday of Advent could be as early as December 18, a full week before Christmas, as in 2016, 2022, 2033, or as late as December 24th, making it the same day as Christmas Eve, as in 2017, 2023, 2028. Advent technically ends of the afternoon of December 24th, since that evening begins the Christmas season. Most Eastern Orthodox and other Eastern Christian churches have a Nativity fast, now often called Advent fast, which usually lasts 40 days or 25 days before Christmas. It may begin on November 15 for those churches that celebrate Christmas on December 25th, or in late November for those churches that celebrate Christmas on January 7th or 8th. What does the word Advent mean? When the first letter is capitalized, Advent usually refers to the coming of Christ into the world, or to the liturgical period preceding Christmas. It may also refer to the second coming of Christ, the advent of the Lord. In secular English, Advent, not capitalized, may refer to any coming or arrival, especially of something so important that it radically changes our whole culture. Example, the advent of electricity or the advent of the computer age. The word is derived from the Latin adventus, arrival, approach. What are the traditional colors of Advent? The official liturgical color for most of the season of Advent is violet. Only on the third Sunday of Advent is a rose-colored candle lit as a symbol of joy. The priest may also wear rose vestments on this Sunday. Many Anglicans and some Protestant churches use blue instead of violet throughout Advent, although they may also use rose or pink on the third Sunday. Other church decorations, altar cloths, banners, etc., will often have combinations of violet, pink, and blue throughout the season. Liturgically minded churches will avoid greens and reds, the secular Christmas colors, and will wait until the Christmas season to use decorations with white, silver, and gold colors.